What's up, everybody? Come on in, come on in. There we go, we clear. What's up? Nobody's here yet, so we're gonna wait for the people come in. For everybody that's on the recorded side, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button when you come in. All right, let's see who's up in here. Let's see. All right, we got a few people in here. Let's see. Bandit, what's good, man? McGee Films, what's up? All right, well, I'm just gonna jump right into it. Check out my channel. All right, I'll do that when I get a chance to, McGee. I'll do that. John Clifton, what's good? What's good? You guys can hear me? Give me that thumbs up right quick. Make sure that the volume is all right. All right, you guys is packing up in here. I really do appreciate it. All right, how you guys doing tonight? What's going on? How y'all tonight? Y'all doing all right? Y'all doing good? Y'all day was good? How was y'all day? How was y'all day today? Was it good? Y'all get the miles in today? City born chilling. All right, you get the miles in today? I hope so. I got mine in today. I ran my clock all the way down to a minute, and I got here at the TA right here in Wadsworth, Illinois, right quick. All right, so I don't know if you guys caught my my early morning video that I did this morning at 4 o'clock, the no sleep video. I want to touch a little bit on that right quick because I had an issue with an old school driver. Also, I've written down a few topics that we can probably talk about tonight. As you guys know, the mandate went into effect today. The ELD mandate that went into effect today, and also that derailment up in, let's see, let me go to first page news, because it's all over the internet. It is all over the internet. I don't want the mail. I just want straight AOL. There we go. News and entertainment. There it is. Yeah, the Amtrak derailment up in Washington State, man. So it's lots to talk about tonight. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on here, but I'm going to stay on here for a little bit. We're going to go over, like I said, we're going to go over a few things right quick, and then I'll get into a quick Q&A, and then I'll end the session. Make sure I get the shout outs to everybody. As always, thank you, Music Trucker Bandit, for being up in here. You know what I'm saying? You can always help me out, because if I get stumped on any questions that I get asked, you definitely can help me out with answering them right quick. All right, so let's see who's up in here right quick. Let's see. Let's see. All right, I already mentioned McGee, John Clifton, Money Chad Simpson. What's up, Go Cavs, as always. Let's see, City Born. What's up? Let's see. Eric Williams, what's good? Sorry about your Browns. Hey, what can I say, man? What can I say? We made the perfect season. The 0-6, is it 0-6? I think they got one more game. I think they got one more game. Let's see. Who else? Phillips Express, Turksbury, Massachusetts. What's that? Massachusetts or Mississippi? Mississippi. I'm going to say Mississippi for you. All right, Drop Top. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. D Woods, Eric Williams. All right, so let's get at it, man. So first topic I want to bring up right there. First topic I want to bring up with you guys right quick. The ELD mandate. All right. You guys know that went into effect today, right? What is it? The 18th. My question and my thought was this. All right. A lot of the old school drivers and a lot of the veterans are talking about how they're not liking the new mandate for the ELD. Now, I said I wasn't going to make a video about this, and I'm not going to make a video about this. But the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because of the fact that a lot of the old school drivers and a lot of the veterans complaining that the ELD is going to tell them what to do, when to stop, when to sleep, when to move, and all that other good stuff. I said to myself that, well, if you're doing paper logs, isn't that pretty much telling you the same thing? Would you say, trucker? Would you say, bandit? Pre-1999 truck, they can still use paper. I know they could still use paper, but what I'm saying is, isn't the ELD laws are the same as the paper laws? Because you're pretty much writing down what you're doing, right? Except the ELD is pretty much keeping up with that. See, I'm a new jack driver. See what I'm saying? I came in rocking out with the ELD. All right. I don't have a problem with it. You know, I drive for maybe like 4 or 5 hours. I take my half an hour break. Then I will drive out the rest of my hours and then shut down. Now, if I was on paper, you would have to do the same thing, right? You would drive for 4 or 5 hours or 6 or 8. Take your half an hour. You gotta write down you gotta write it down where you at, the city you're in, if you're taking your break or whatever, and you'll start back up driving and finish out the night, right? I mean, that's what I think. I think the ELDs and the paper logs, there's really no difference. I mean, what do you think? Let's see. Bandit, what you say? Hours of service is the same, but you can average your 10-hour by the speed and etc. Well, how do you? Okay, all right. So, could you do that with the ELD as well? I mean, the trucks ain't gonna go no faster whether you do it on paper or do it on ELD. I mean, my truck is governed at 65 miles an hour, 68 on the cruise. You see what I'm saying? So, is there any difference between the two as far as speed wise? Now, I would think that the only reason why the old school guys and the veterans are upset is because they can't how can I say, they can't do the books, sort of say, you know what I'm saying? They can't make 1 minute into 5, and they can't make 5 minutes into 1 that you can do on paper logs. You see what I'm saying? ELD, you won't be able to do that. At least with paper logs, you can change your drive time. If that's what I think you're talking about, you can change your drive time. So let's take this for example. I had 5 minutes left on my clock with 10 minutes left to get to the shipper. I mean, to the receiver. Now, if I was on paper logs, could I, you know what I'm saying, muck it a little bit so that I can make it to the shipper within that 10 minutes? You see what I'm saying? On paper, you know, on paper you probably could do that. On ELD though, I don't understand, how is it blurry? On ELD though, you can't do that. You won't be able to muck it, right? Let me clear that up. There we go. You won't be able to muck it on ELD, right? Cook it. Yeah, cook the books. Thank you. Cook the books. All right, let's see. All right, Bandit, you said advantage of paper is if you have an eraser. That is true. City Born said can't cheat. Yeah, you can't cheat. You can't cheat the ELD. Definitely can't cheat the ELD. T Hill, let's say you're 40 miles away from drop, but ELD 2 minutes left. With paper, you can drive there and take a chance and don't scale or accident. That is true. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Cooking the books. With paper laws, you probably can do that. So that's what I'm trying to say. If you're doing it legally, then what's the difference? What is the difference if you're doing it legally? Rule on paper is cook it and book it. Yeah, what is the difference? Well, some of these mega carriers, majority of them anyway, they all been on ELD for years. For years. I think technology in the trucks really changed the way the government sees things. You see what I'm saying? Maybe if all the companies didn't go with didn't have ELDs, and we was all strictly paper, would the government then make them go to ELDs? Do you think they would make them go to ELDs? I don't think so. I think we would probably still be on paper if everybody hasn't switched over to ELDs. Just like with all the so-called safety features that's in the truck now. You got the space warning, you got beeps, you got lights, you got all that. And I like safety, don't get me wrong, I like safety. But if the truck didn't have that, then would you think that the government would have mandated that? Let's see. Company versus owner is a difference. That's true. I used to get 750 daily. Now I'm lucky to get 685. I average, well, you doing better than me, Bandit. I average about 550 a day. Let's see. Eric Williams, does your new truck have tailors? I'm sorry, Eric. What are you trying to say? My fault if I don't understand it. Country Born, I don't like lane departure, not safe. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That lane departure beep. That, you know, that it beeps every time that you move out your lane and all like that. I mean, it's something to get used to because I really didn't have it in my previous trucks. But yeah, is the ELDs any different? You know what I'm saying? I mean, in my opinion, I don't think so. Like I said, I'm a new jack, so I've been rocking out with ELDs since I came into the game. Now J&R Schugel just got the Qualcomm from 2 years ago. They just got it. Bandit. First thing I asked when they offer me First thing they asked when they offered me an automatic, if it had a radar, and I told them where to stick it. Yeah, all the new trucks is coming out with the radar, man. They all coming out the radar. It beeps when you get close. It beeps when you drive out of the lane. It make crazy noise. Crazy noise. All right, so moving on. All right, so this morning I made a no sleep video this morning, and I was talking about the little bit of sleep that I had because I had to make it to my my appointment this morning, which was 4 o'clock. I got up at about 2. Yeah, I got up at about 2, but I went to bed. I was with my son yesterday, so I went to sleep. Well, there's a difference of going to bed and going to sleep. So I went to bed at about 8 o'clock, but didn't go to sleep till maybe like 10. And I had to get up at 2. So I only had like a little bit of sleep to get in. But if you get in your power sleep, maybe about 4 or 5 hours. If you get in about 4 or 5 hours, then you'll get that power sleep in. I think you'll do pretty good, because once you make it to your appointment, which you're going to have to adapt. When you come out in this game right here, when you come out in this game, it's not about 9 to 5, man. Oh, no. It's not about 9 to 5. It's about making that appointment time. They will schedule you, the CSRs and the planners, they will schedule you like a load that'll pick up at 3 o'clock in the evening, and you have to drop it at 4 o'clock in the morning. So that's one thing about the ELDs too, because you're going to have to better manage the clock. But I also think the CSRs and the load planners need to better manage the loads as well. All right, I see a couple of questions. All right, Bandit, apply the brakes at 80%, replace the brakes sooner. All right, Russ, what's going on, Russ P Trucking? What you got to say? I only been in the industry 2 months, and I already feel like the problem is racing the 14. I don't see a problem with the rest of it. Yeah, the 14, you know, I kind of, you know, as the clocks break down, the 70, the 14, and the 11, you know, you drive 8, taking half an hour, you get back 3, you drive to 3, you're done with driving, but you get 11, 12, 13, 14, and you get 3 more for the on duty. So I agree with you. I agree with you about that. Eric Williams, sorry, it is what we put on. It is what we put on our vans to monitor your drivers. It's video recording that the driver and the motor function. It tells us every move the driver makes. Yeah, same thing with the drive cam. But yeah, you're right, because you can't, like I said before, you can't cheat the ELD. Like, say for example, I will log off, right? I will go off duty, log off, and maybe drive to another city. When you log back on, it still keeps track of where you was at versus where you at now. And then now you have to explain the miles that you driven. If you can't explain it, then you're going into HOS violations. Ross, when I was on paper, I never rushed myself. Now it seems like I'm killing myself. Now see, I don't know, Bandit. I don't know. I mean, but you was used to paper pretty much, I guess, right? So you being used to paper is kind of a different transition for you from paper to e-laws? See, I always been used to e-laws, so I guess that's my mentality now. So I always been used to e-laws. So I just say no when it's asked if I drove. Same thing. I tell it no too. Hold on, send me your cell phone number so you can call. All right, I'm in the middle of a live show, so I can't talk to you. All right, Russ, I feel like it's unsafe because you have a choice between taking a nap and getting to the receiver before your 14 run out. What will most people do? Try to get to the receiver before the 14 runs out. Exactly. But let's say you do get to the receiver when your 14 runs out. And this is only at receivers where you can do your 10-hour. You will still be able to do your 10-hour, right? After your 14 runs out, right? NATO B, what's going on? How you doing? Marcel Blake, what's up, G? How you doing, man? If everybody coming in, hit that like button so make sure that you guys can hear me. All right, Bandit, I used both. Started at Warner, always preferred paper. I agree. There is a preference. There is a preference. It's just like people that prefer automatics over manuals, and some people prefer manuals over automatics. So to each his own. You know, it's a preference. So back at it. So this morning, I was leaving out, and the driver that was leaving out in front of me, he pulled onto the street, and I'm pulling up behind him. He pulls over to do his paperwork. So I'm like, okay, there's not enough room to go around him, so he would have to move up a little bit. But I was like, I'll hold up for a minute because I got my paperwork to do. I figure if he's gonna stay right there, then I might as well stay right where I'm at and do my paperwork right quick. I mean, I already entered everything into the Qualcomm. I just pretty much just have to do the paperwork so I can scan it. So this one driver, old school guy, little, scruggly beard, old school guy. He was driving one of them, I don't know what you call them trucks, but if you guys familiar with Waste Management and their trucks that hauls the containers, that's what he was driving. So he came up, he pulled into the street, and he came up to where I was at, and then he looked and see that he couldn't get through. So he backed up to the one tractor trailer that was in front of me. He must have asked that guy to move up a little bit because he moved up. I moved up right behind him. He came back down and then backed up and then came back down again and stopped at my window. And I raised down my window to the dude, and I says, you all right, my man? He goes, well, no, you don't worry about what I do, yada, yada, yada. You don't worry about what I do. You worry about what you do and all like that. And I'm looking at this dude like, well, wait, hold up, old man. Hold up. I said, I don't care what you're doing. I'm just asking you if you was all right or something like that. Do I need to back up? Do I need to pull forward? You know what I'm saying? I ain't asking you what you're doing. I'm just asking you if you all right. Well, no, I don't need this and all like that. And this the problem that I have with old school drivers. All right. He gonna come on, he gonna keep going into his rant. Well, I've been out here for 30 years and I did this and I know that and blah, blah, blah. And I'm going like, dude, I ain't asked you how long you been out here. I don't care how long you been out here. You could be out here for 50, 60 years for all I care, man. All I just asked is, was you all right? Because you kept, you look like you couldn't get through. That's all. All I want to know if I need to move up or back up so you can get through. Here's my problem with guys like that, with old schoolers like that. Look, I don't want to say you guys are a dying breed. I don't want to say that. I give you guys the utmost respect for the 30, 40, some odd years that you've been out here driving. You guys paved the way for us. You see what I'm saying? I understand that you guys is not liking how the trucking industry is going. It's not liking how the technology is coming in and changing everything. It's not liking that you gotta switch from a manual over to an automatic. I understand all of that. Don't take your attitude out on me. All right? Don't take your attitude out on me or out on anybody for that matter. If you see somebody, if you see a young cat that needs some help, give them some help. If you see a young cat asking you questions about how it is, I don't understand why you wouldn't want to turn around and drop them jewels. You know what I'm saying? The experience that I had in roadside, somebody come up and ask me all the time, like, yo, how was it in roadside, man? Oh, I'm dropping them jewels. I'm like, yeah, it was cool while it lasted. You know what I'm saying? It was good. I had fun with it, Drop them jewels for these young cats. Instead of going around saying, oh, well, I can't stand these rookies out here, and these rookies is the reason why the trucking industry is the way it is now. Well, you got to understand something. I understand that a lot of companies, a lot of starter companies is bringing a lot of rookies out here. It's like the game. They putting the rookies in to see if they can play the game. You see what I'm saying? See if that rookie could make it to pro. All right? I understand that. Some faults of the rookie is the fault of the trainers. You see what I'm saying? Some of the trainers may not have trained the rookies right. The same thing if you're a rookie cop. If that FTC don't train that rookie the right way on how to handle himself out here in the world, then that rookie is going to mess up. You know what I'm saying? That rookie is going to mess up. So if you see him out here, don't turn around and say, oh, well, it's the rookie's fault because of the way the trucking is now. Well, you guys was rookies at one time or another, 30 years ago. I'm sure you didn't come out of your mama's room and started driving the truck. You know what I'm saying? Somebody taught you. And I understand if your father taught you, if your uncle, brother, whatever, somebody taught you. You see what I'm saying? Somebody taught you. All right? Somebody taught you how to drive a stick. Somebody taught you how to shift. Somebody taught you how to clutch. Somebody taught you. All right? So don't come out here, being all mad because it's not the rookie's fault. If you want to be mad at somebody and be mad at the trucking industry as a whole, be mad at the government. The government changed a lot. I mean, you see what they just did. They just forced us to go. EDM today. EDL today. Is that the rookie fault? I don't think a rookie came up into a company and say, hey, I think we should get ELDs in the truck now. I don't think a rookie did that, right? So if you see a rookie out here having back-end situations or situations, period, drop them jewels, okay? Drop them jewels, all right? Drop them jewels. All right, let's see. All right, Bandit, I see you having a conversation, so that's cool, that's cool. Ross P, I'm still in training. Ross, listen, man, I've been out here going on 3 years now, man. I mean, this is my anniversary. This month is my anniversary. So I've been in the trucking game since 2014 now. So it's been 3 years for me, dude. And I'm still learning. I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna stop learning while you in this game. And it never stops. It never stops. Let's see. None have come out experts in trucking. Ross, I appreciate it. You welcome, man, for sure, Mars. Lots to learn once I'm on the road. Yeah, exactly. It is. Let me tell you something. When you go to school, here's the breakdown. The schools is going to teach you how to pass the road and the skills test. That's what the school's going to do. They're not going to go into too much detail. You know what I'm saying? For $5,000, they should. You know, they should go into a lot of detail for $5,000, but they're going to give you the basics. All right, they're going to give you the basics. And that's what you're going to take with you when you go to one of these starter companies, because the other companies that requires you to have experience already don't have the time or not going to take the time to train you. So you coming into the game and you thinking to yourself like, I got my CDLs, I'm ready to get out here and drive, but nobody ain't giving me the opportunity. Nobody ain't giving me the opportunity. So yeah, places like Swift, places like CRST, places like CR England, they're gonna give them the opportunity. You know, the thing is, you gotta get with a good trainer of those companies. Now here's part 2 to that. Now, when you get with a trainer, it's up to the trainer to teach you the company side of things. Now, when you get into that trainer's truck, you should already know how to drive. The trainer is not going to teach you how to drive. You should already know how to drive. You see what I'm saying? You should already know how to get over, how to change lanes, what's the distance you need to make your turn, all that good stuff. You should already know that. That's the reason why you paid $5,000 for your for going to school, because the school's supposed to have already trained you to do that and the pass for your CDL. So you should already do that. Now the trainer is the one that's supposed to train you on tightening up your situation, tighten up like what you need help on, like backing. Well, let's tighten up your backing a little bit. Let's make sure you understand how to do the paperwork, how to act when you go into a shipper and receiver, how to scan your paperwork when you get finished, who to call when you have a problem, the truck breakdown, what numbers to call. That's what a trainer's supposed to do. Now, proper training is the trainer being in the front seat, being in this jump seat right here, making sure you doing what you're supposed to do, and maybe critiquing a little bit of what you're supposed to do. Critiquing it. You see what I'm saying? Hey, you're out of your lane a little bit. You get back in your lane. All right, make sure you're in your lane. All right. That's what the trainer's supposed to do. Now, after that, after you get off the trainer's truck, then it's all on you. You're gonna learn more by yourself than you are gonna learn with the trainer. At least that's how it was in my case. All right, I learned more by myself than what I learned with the trainer. All right, I learned about the tandems, where the tandem's supposed to be, how much each hole is supposed to be. It's supposed to be 250, 34,000 on the, 3,400 on the tandems. 3,400, 34,000 on the tandems, 34,000 on the drives, 12 on the steers. I had to learn that. Not the hard way though, but I had to learn that. You see what I'm saying? So you're gonna learn more out here by yourself than you are with a trainer. But with the trainer, it's still supposed to instill that knowledge for you. All right, let's see. I see a couple of them. All right, truckers make the world turn. For sure. That's for sure, City Born. Without us out here, without the trucks, without truckers out here, nothing would get moved. That's what I was trying to say about the old schoolers and the veterans out here. Y'all leaving the field. Who else is gonna come in and take over once y'all leave? These companies, this is a business, period. This is a business. These trucks still gotta move no matter what. So these companies gotta get somebody in to fill the seats. And I know I'm about to hear it maybe after the recorded side. I'm going to hear, guys coming in and they're going to say, yeah, well, that's the problem with these companies. They just fill in the seats with just anybody. Well, yeah. That's what some of these companies are doing. Swift, US Express. For every 10 people that they get, it's only going to be 2 of them that's going to be good. You see what I'm saying? For every 1 person that leaves the industry or leaves the company, there's about 30 more ready to take the seat. They hire every day, every week, every month, every year. You see what I'm saying? It was one time that I came in US Express and they had a class of 38. 38. Can you tell me how many of them drivers out of that 38 stayed though? Maybe 10. Maybe 10. Mr. Etz, what's going on, Mr. Etz? I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. Cool, thanks. I have a CDL, no experience. I will give them a call. All right. Ross P, my trainer and I running team for the last 3 weeks. Been running 500 to 600 miles overnight. That's for sure. That is for sure. US Express runs team after you do after you get at least so much miles in by yourself. Alright, Akron. Let's see. Alright, Mr. X. Alright. Bandit Marcel. Crate does 8 weeks with a trainer. City Born. Chuck Taylor. Hey G-Style, I am new to your channel and I want to get into trucking. Any companies you recommend? Alright. You're brand new, so you're brand new. If you coming from a school, already and have your license already from a school, then of course I'm going to suggest J&R Schugel right off the rip. We do hire drivers that come straight out of school. Plus we have some very good trainers here. Let me see. The average trainer been here for at least about a good 2-3 years. So we got some very good trainers here. Now, if you don't want to come over to J&R Schugel, I wish you can come on. I would suggest US Express. Even though I don't work for them no more and I'm not too keen on them no more, but you got to get your start somewhere. You know, US Express is not bad. You can get your first year in and then jet to another company. Crate carriers, I made the call to them. That's a pretty good company as well. Now, if you don't have your license and you want to get into a company that sponsors schooling, I hate to say this, but CR England, you know what I'm saying? You could probably try with them, even though they suck, but you got to start somewhere. Covenant, that's another one that sponsors schooling. Pam, that's another one that sponsors schooling. And I think it's a few more, but I'm not sure. I got a list of people that I need to call for season 2 of Make the Call, so I'll find out more about that. All right, Bandit, based on my experience, Crate, Snyder, Warner, and Swift. Yeah, there you go. I'll go. That's the 4 right there. Crate, Snyder, Warner. Wait, I don't think Snyder offers a CDL school, do they? I don't think Prime does. Right. That's what I thought. No, I don't think they offer that. But Prime, you're right about Prime. Prime. No, you know what? I hear so much good things about Prime. I think Prime will probably be your best bet if you don't have your CDL. Prime is great. Yeah, so if you don't have your CDL, Prime is a good one. Prime is a good one. All right. Let's see. Where we at? 42 minutes in. Prime is a go. There you go. All right, 42 minutes in. Let me get in one more topic tonight, and then I'll go into Q&A right quick, and then I'll end it. What do you guys feel about that derailment that happened up in Washington, man? That is crazy. I mean, a lot of people lost their lives today, and it's like something tragic happens every year, man. Every year. And this one, and the train looked like it derailed right onto the highway. There's a couple of my Facebook truckers that's stuck up in that mess right there. What you guys think about that? If y'all got any opinions about it. All right, let's see. Prime is a go, yes. All right, Russ, what you got? I came in with no CDL. I've done research company sponsored training program for months, and Prime had the best training program to me. Prime is a go, dude. Go with Prime. I think they got the best. I think they got the better deal, because I made a video about CR England. Like I said, you got to start somewhere, you know what I'm saying? But CR England, if you can't do the duck walk up under the trailers, they're gonna disqualify you for rocking out with them. Now, the duck walk thing, like I said before, it's stupid. You know, these drivers don't duck walk under these trailers. If that's the case, how they gonna duck walk under a flatbed? How they gonna duck walk under the trailer that got these new trailer skirts? Now, we're gonna have to duck walk under that. All right, Jay White, what's going on, Jay White? Thanks for joining. G-Style, new to your channel. I appreciate it. I'm really thinking about getting into the trucking game. I listened to your feedback. The game's simple, but it's hard. It's a lot of work. All right, it's a lot of work. Watch the video about what you need to watch this. You need to watch this video before you get into trucking. Watch that video as I talk about my opinions of, you know, different stages of getting into trucking. Whether it's like I'm talking to a young dude. All right, so make sure you check that video out. All right, Bandit, Snyder Training Academy in GB. Wait, I know they got the orientation, but they do have a training school. Oh, you say still? I guess they do if you're still paying it off. England charged too much. They told me. England told me. I think she said it was $5,700 and some odd dollars. You have to commit to them for 12 months, and if you don't commit to them, if you don't commit to them for the 12 months, then they're gonna come after you. They're gonna come after you, and they too damn slow. I agree too, City. 6,500 if you don't give them 6,500 if you don't give them 6 months. Woo. Yeah, that's the bad thing about these company sponsored trucking companies, man. They want you to give up 1 or 2 years, and let's say that the first year that you go through with them, it don't work out for you, and you decide to leave. They try to cut your feet off. You know what I'm saying? All right, Chuck Taylor Gaming. With the new equipment, is it optional for me to get a manual, or do I have to stick with an automatic? I'm a youngster, early 20s, and want to drive a manual. I'm going to say if you're going in with a starter company, then you're going to get into an automatic. You're going to drive, because the way the trucking industry is changing, and the way these companies want more and more people to drive their trucks, you got to look at it this way. They're catering to the people that want to drive but that can't drive a stick. They catering to that. So more and more companies are switching over to automatics. Now there's some companies out here that still got manuals. That still got manuals. You have to do your homework. But if it's those companies that you need some time in, some experience in, yeah, you're gonna end up getting into an automatic. Now, US Express has manuals if you're going into their lease option program, or if you're owner operator. But if you coming in on the company side, you're getting in the automatic. All right, Bandit. Ross P. After research, it seems like England paid prison wages while training. Yeah, they do. They do. I made the video. I made LockOutMen makes the call to CR England. Check that video out, man, where the lady explained that you drive team and you got to split that with the trainer while you're training. So you guys is splitting like 22 cent, 21 cent a mile, slave wages. Case where you learn on an automatic. Yeah, well, I would, if anything, if you're going to school or something like that, learn in the manual. At least learn in the manual. All right, because you're gonna automatically know how to drive an automatic. I mean, you know, drive, neutral, reverse. But learn in the manual. All right, that's what I would suggest. I would suggest learning the manual. So in case that you do go with a company that has both of them, then you can say, I want the manual because I can drive it. Me, I prefer the automatic. England is 9-month contract. Don't go to Prime if you want auto. Yeah, that's for sure. I learned manual with Prime. Okay. Most companies going auto for fuel mileage. Exactly. Like I said, that and like I said, they want more people that may or may not can drive a stick. Because if you get your CDLs in an automatic, then you restrict it to an automatic. And a lot of these companies is going auto because they need drivers. They say it's a driver shortage. Or if you drive an auto, make sure you test out on a manual. You'll get a restriction on your license. Yep, I just mentioned that, Bandit. Prime is still going to test you out on a manual for at least another year. So if you get in soon, you won't have that restriction on your license. Okay. I still say auto. I still say auto is a woman. A woman's lazy man's truck. Ah, man, look, man. I guess I'm a lazy man, dude. Cause like I said, while I'm driving in the city, because that's majority of my driving where I'm driving through, driving through the city, then I want my automatic. I want my automatic. All right, city born. Trucking companies are telling schools that what the students need to test out on now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because they catering. They catering to the people that can't drive a manual because they want the people to drive the truck, to keep the truck moving. It's a business. All right. Thanks a lot. I will say you have a new subscriber, but I already subscribed a couple of days ago. Truck Trailer Gaming, thank you very much for subscribing. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you. Bandit, U.S. Express brought automatics to hire more women. Okay. I feel that. I mean, let's go that route too. They bringing in a lot of automatics to get women drivers. A lot of companies are getting women drivers. Let's go with that. All right, everybody. All right. So it is 53 minutes. So I appreciate everybody being in here. If you watch the show till now, I really do appreciate it. As always, I want to shout out the Music Trucker, aka Bandit. Thank you very much for coming in here, dropping them jewels on me, baby, and helping me out with my people that come up through here, man. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. All right, you guys have any questions? Q&A right quick before I end this. Let's see, Cityborn, what do you think about the 3 dudes on YouTube? Man, look, Cityborn, look, man, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this from a subscriber that left a comment on my page. I am considered the no drama YouTuber, and I thought about that for a minute when he put it on there, because I thought he meant to say something else, but I thought about it, and he's right. I really don't like drama on my channel. I really don't. Couple of years, like I said, I've been in this game for 3 years. When I first started, yeah, I talked about a lot of YouTubers. I talked about Little Guy when he left. I talked about Little Dog. I talked about Ike Stevens. I talked about a couple of other guys. You know what I'm saying? But down the line, I pretty much stopped, because I don't like drama. You know what I'm saying? I don't like my name. I don't like my name brought up into any drama. I don't want my name to come up out of nobody's mouth on the bad side. I don't want them to come and say, LockOutMen said this about me, yada, 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 yada. So that's why I stopped talking about them. I mean, my opinions of them vary. You know, I am friends with Little Dog. He's a subscriber to my channel, as well as I am a subscriber to his. Little Guy, I used to be a subscriber to his channel. I'm no longer a subscriber to his channel. His content do come through my come through my feed, and yes, I do still watch him. But I want to tell you what my mom's told me: if I don't have nothing good to say about nobody, don't say it at all. And I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to stick with that. A couple of cats on here to check out. It's a couple of cats out here to check out on YouTube. I don't want to say names or nothing like that, because I don't want them to think that, oh, well, LockOutMen is shouting out my name so he can get recognition, because he's shouting out my name. So I don't want to shout out them names. The only reason why I shout out those 3 names, because Little Dog and Ike Stevens, I am still subscribed to their channels. And the only reason why I mentioned Little Guy is because I made content about him in previous videos. All right, but everybody else that I watch, I still watch them. They still run their channel the way they run it. I run my channel the way I run it, and I want to continue running it drama free. All right. Ross, I went through traffic. All right, let's see. MTWN06, thank you for dropping by, man. I'm about to end the show. I'm about to end it. I just got here. Looks like you're getting off. Take care, brother. Yes, man, I'm about to end the show, so definitely catch the replay. We talked about a lot of stuff, especially the ELD mandate. So make sure you check that out. Cool Breeze, what's good, man? I would catch up. I would catch the replay. Just getting off of work. Oh, how do you feel about the new wave of trucks, such as the Embark and the Tesla? Oh my God! You know what? Hold on. Let me write that down. That would be Tesla. And what's the other one you said? Embark. On the Nets live feed, I'll talk about that. That'll give me a chance to do my homework on that. Cityborn drama. Music Bandit. All right, John Clifton. I'm thinking about coming to Schugel. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know what to do, man. Send me, hey, John, send me your information, man. Email it to me. My email is in the link. I mean, in the description. Send me your email, and I'll forward it over to Sarah so she can call you directly. Chuck Taylor Gaming. One last question. I don't have any knowledge on trucking like that, but I am a go-getter and about getting that coin. But if I want to drive to Alaska, is there a company that does loads like that? I don't know. I drove all of the upper 48 and a little bit of Canada. I don't know. I haven't went to Alaska. I don't think I want to drive Alaska either. I mean, I've seen some of the conditions them drivers go through down there. All right, Bandit, look like you still talking to somebody. There are one ice road. Okay, ice roads. Thanks. Be safe and blessed. Thank you, John Clifton. All right, hey, John, you're gonna have to look. Send it to me, or better yet, when I end this live feed, put it in the comment or send it to me, because once I end this live feed, all of the comments is gonna go away. So make sure you put it in the comment below, or put it in the or send me an email, and I'll definitely get it to Sarah. I've been talking to Angela over there. She's a recruiter. Oh, okay, well, Angela too. All right, Angela too. Either or, you know, I prefer Sarah, but you know, if you're talking to Angela, I'll definitely let Sarah know that I know you, and they can expedite it for you. So make sure you leave me your information and all like that. All right, guys, 1 hour. That is a record. Long. I said I was not gonna go over an hour. Okay, I'm gonna use your name. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right, 1 hour. That's a record, y'all. Again, I want to say thanks to Music Trucker, aka Bandit. Thank you very much, man, for always coming in and dropping them jewels. Everybody else, thank you for hanging out with me for this long. I got some work to do on my computer. So until next time, until next live, I don't know when it's gonna be. Probably next week. I wish I really could give you guys a particular day that I'm gonna actually come on. Maybe I'll narrow it down, but I'm rocking. You know, so I really don't have that much time. So I will come on when I come on. Guys, take it easy. Thank you very much. Make sure you guys check out all the other videos on my channel, G-Style23. Make sure you check out LockOutMen Makes the Call to them companies. Make sure you check out my vlogs that I got up. Check out the Uber passenger, the worst Uber passenger that I got up. The no sleep that I got up. You guys take it easy. Y'all have a blessed night, and I will talk to you again. Peace. How does this thing work? Hold on right quick. There we go. Peace.